He's also looking to become the next organizer for that particular constituency. So Nunkuru as well. All right, MPP NDC internal elections, Accra floods, and of course, Munji Storin, Hanan Abdul Wahab, she so home boss na Bafas Toko, yes, the Kamu Shidakai are airports. Lawyer issue was so Jidadin Kamu da Akayimba. Ana Musa Magaran Shina Kotu. But we are the airport that they wuchi aka kama shi. Then the education minister ya kawo sabon labari na wato jan kuni da ake ba dalibai, something that da muka ga these days ba yi su kuran mu ya bar daliban, the level of indiscipline in nan is too much. We that duba a review. That's one issue I want us to really talk about this morning. Regarding the deteriorating levels of discipline in our schools, the level of indiscipline is too much. The dalibai ana yin abinda aka ga dama, teachers ba ya ja kunni su ko ana. I mean the latest one da yazo na Salaga yariya the teacher ta ana lalata cikin science lab. And of course, some other videos kuma da yazo bayan wannan yariya JHS ita da yaran maza guda biyar. Farko muna jin cases ga we don't hear JHS. But JHS yaran maza biyar da yariya na mace. Yariyan kana ganin ta yariyan nan should be around 14-13 years. Tana karban yara biyar nan duka. Kuma suna yi suna record. Kuma ana sai mani. Ana yi ana record. Something that they are doing, they feel proud of doing it. These are the issues da ke tashi these days kuranmu yake bar mutane da yawa na gan cewa kuma wannan ma ke affect academic performance yaran nan kamar yadda muke gani. Alright, so issues nan kenan. Then of course in sports, the Ghana Black Stars are out of the FIFA World Cup. I've heard so many people saying so many things. Yes. Coach na de mun san ya sallame mu ya wuce. But ya ga maganganu da yawa. Kaman in kaga team na kokari ba ana frafra ko bane. Ana yi ne, there's a plan da ake bin kai. A samu team, a formidable team. Today everybody is talking about Morocco and how they are playing so well in this particular World Cup, and people think that it's proper planning. So there was this Rohoto da Sadiq Adams yetabazua, don't wanna Sadiq Adams, sports journalist. Yetabazua Morocco yeji, don't wanna need a shimuka class gudaji yeji. Yeah, yeji the kawo Rohoto na. Yanuna mamutani the actual investment the government in Morocco yake sawa cikin sports. When the suka je complex in the Moroccan national teams, but Moroccan national teams, both female and males in that campus, the facilities in the Kiwurin. In fact, according to him, is comparable to any European football facility, not club, but nation bowl. That club, like the likes of Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester United, Barcelona, what the facilities in the square and find they should win training. Even when Morocco built for their national team. We are not even talking about their clubs. And that's exactly what we are seeing, the dominance that the Moroccans, the Senegalese also have the similar system. That's why we also see Senegal doing so well when it comes to international competitions. Ghana, this is where we are. Going forward, what can we do? You are here.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.
Gia, but let me add this one too. Gia, I saw one video. In fact, two videos. Nade Johnny Hughes. He was at Boteman. Boteman in the archive facility, the local previous government. It was an eyesore. Pitches in the archive, Yendaka Barishi. Daji Yeshunko Kai. she dai da zo a buga ball kai tukuna sha ja doki mowa a zo wurin mana da kyau. Then I saw another video, our own Baba Yara Sports Stadium, the nation's Wembley, because me I believe that's the nation's Wembley because that's the home of the Black Stars. Accra they Kumasi one problem is we shall do the match in Accra, but Black Stars have always played their matches in Kumasi. This time Mungani some with the pitch in be the kill. FIFA scratching some akakumu the Accra. Ho akadukiana gara state pitch
in modern world.
I have the video. I'll show you the video. Ho nji asentiwe asoko. Aha, that's the video. Ho duboni Saddam. Ho akadukiana ana gara pitch. Look at the pitch.
Amagana kina. On the pitch kina.
Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Just recently aka renovate stadium nga. Aka gara pitch nga. Just because the GPL is on a break, Amba Shialala che to the extent that Andoki Ho Akigara pitch. So if we have this, is that not the reflection on our national team?
Yes. So for Kuri, Baride Kiswa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Nagere Masujim, Nagere Kowar, National Chief Limam Nagada, His Excellency John Dramani Mama. Kuma, my condolences to the for victims in wonder why you kwashi kayan su da ruwa kabiran su na gida kowa and I mean I can't view the by TV because of lack of banjin dadin ciki na even the suffering and after marriage kina nake zuwa she said na gida kowa bamu da karan lokaci malam farikari issue about football and I mean I follow football in Ghana to 1983 ni nake cikin football is in and out about football duka. We know what is happening in the football circle. Mostly about the leaders, the Shiga. Most of us bound to say what I'm going to end up. She didn't come back in Mushunka to me. Bakasunka, talk about the money, which never recommend it's high time we have to come out in the
far attack about
Maganganu, Muftumi Magana. Somebody come on, go away, come on. We know what it's about. Kafa inside. Look. Coach him on the Uchinga, volunteer resign. Make ya. We apart from football in the Muke, Mujara, Muimi, Mujara Kuma, outside football. Not only inside, outside the football. They mean outside the football, she can make inside. Outside them, they kill. Inside them, they kill. She need example. The outside to stop interfere. Bayern should set up management team and chase them new coach. While for the team manager, or any assistant, and so that is Bermuda. I could tell Mumujimi. Bermuda on the Mudam Select Dukaku Aminchi. Again, Kakazokachim come on Matunga Finsa. So
that means there was interference.
Yes, of course.
By the GFA. By the GFA.
Exactly, according to Buchanan.
And one thing I've seen is that Ghana Kawene around the national team. You see the GFA president always around the national team. England, in the England, I've never seen the English FA around the national team.
There's one example. Program again and go back. A director can be called director.
No.
Kafaya Barka who's the carry Kazukabash account. Ya carry program now. When the question gets Mr. Damon, Yasadam Fushi, Yaru Fushi, Mizu, Kakema account. It's a bit interfere, catching me, it's a base up, it's a Muka set up management team. We should leave them alone. I can't leave them alone. This going to be according to Sarakam, that you go to Panama. You have to bet his Uchimano go now. To win the match, Akuma and Sashi Kubaba. What the Chimano go?
When she answer, Calibri, she answer.
According to that,
when they Asante,
so contributes good Mezo. Bakoma and Sawanga player, Mezo.
I interfere.
We don't know. So it's a coach now. It's a coach to take him away. About me.
Why the Bamba Machi buying World Cup no Gabade Yauchi? In
the short term, Mukakawushi, the Mundo keep Jakim Low, coach in Germany. Mobashi, I'm getting the Manaki Mundo coaching, Mobashi short term, for short term contracts. Again, you come World Cup, you come Uchi, Shemu Branchimum, kafin ta to ana duka coach wanda ya taba win in that kind of tournament aka fahimta but Joachim Low former coach Germany
no even this coach
yeah,
Kagaba what I saw in this particular World Cup for the very first time Ghana has a very experienced coach the Muna Buga Ballroom Kasan Kaman you can see the tactics the coach Nanki Kison you deploy you use the only problem we had was that the materials there's tactics and there's materials in the muki rashina. For instance, match in the mood of Colombia Mukabuga. Colombia was Buga on the ball. Apart from Gonda, apart from Gonda Sukachina, but Buga on the ball. There are instances where Ghana Musamu counter. The Akamachi will take advantage of. But because of the quality of players that you have, Baume will take advantage of that. Yeah.
Kaga, it is Joachim Low. You have coaching. More experience because it coached German national team.
Yeah, win World Cup.
Yeah, win World Cup.
In the World Cup.
Yes, Ghana, we are not just there to make up the numbers. We are going there to be part of the competitors to win the cup. We have been to World Cup for almost about 5 times, 6 times. So, Cape Verde. Kadani bazamu kaba su kuwa kawo bane aka fata zamu kaba mu ma England ni zamu kaba mu kuma Brazil ni zamu kaba mu ma Norway ma look at what they reach do Morocco kaga ezaka Morocco target Morocco ni in World Cup Morocco suzo either first second or third kaga Morocco is fourth be ku kariba which means ya maintain position
the last time
yes the last time she was fourth so Morocco na target first second third.
So yeah, I've been there if you want to
exactly. I've been at America, the next part is France. That is to say.
Yeah.
I can see France. I can see to say.
I last World Cup. France no scuffed.
The France is catching issue. I can find that semi-final. I can find that Ghana. Come on again. Look, the late Ben Kofi. Look at his GF. I follow the project. FIFA Go project. And I think the plan. She young Lemuna. Come on, 10 years plan. At that time now. 10 years to come na munkum yara kamar ne kace Morocco sun yi na sai muna ga kamar wanga nisa ga kana bira baka ke tani muke nan muna bira shi now mu baka plan now ba aka fa aka what idan aka suka masa da zuwa ta ce zuwa nan kai ka ce ma in suka masa da yau sai gobe safi sun ga da ata ya firo
kana ra'ayi da maganar da coach nan yayi
oh yeah that's it 100%. Look, we need to sit down and plan very well. And the government should interfere into our football. The government should interfere and ban them. Then we build up the team.
We had the opportunity some time ago.
At
the end of the day, I can carry the same people, no football people.
The issue is Bamsamu band the FIFA. Zamuzaka Jisu. I can't find that be banned them. Again, I'm going to say interfere directly now. What I know is now. By a suit government necessary bagana. And so I say I terror at the end of infrastructure build. That fine time. Don't mean these things don't go to Maturawa. When not America, money sports is with America or Oroya. When the achievement Africa muka achieve. When he zeal muka some this I'm gonna come back. Muna complete the Turawa. So that you go to Maturawa. That's the main why. Suska Buddha Soccer Academy. Turawa no Suska Zo Africa, the other countries could Buddha Soccer Academy. It's a group age Skitashi one now. I can't find time. It's I've been like a go up like a tour. There's an Anagoda Wananga. There's a sovereign government, the health thinker. You feel me? You tap that experience now. So I built Kai. I'm a Memuki. By a mutap experience in Mukarin. And so we should for personal interest. Saddam player name. Man for the player, but Mala for the Saddam Kukari. Tunda Mala for the Yaki signing. Mala for the Yaki Bugamini. Saddam Ki Bugamini. Nasa Saddam.
All right.
Look at Baba Rahman. New Baba Rahman, there's a World Cup and I'm okay with Yafi. They are big moon attack. The Mother catch World Cup and the moon need what that's attack moon. Yes. And the Bamuna attackers. I can for this always coach as defense. World Cup Mambugo Kumibo.
Binda Mukabu.
But where Mumugo to the England, Muda England. Yaram no the England police ngalo ke buga ni kai
gonani kulun daga ba abin da muka buga
do so far exception player da ku kai kaga to ba party kaga goalkeepers biyu na goalkeepers biyu duka su kokari kar wani to bende masari wani way atizigi all of them
wannan number 2 da ji ciwon nan shi kuma yayi kokari
ai mu da Colombian
boy na kokari kuma semenya so bi na semenya go ya slim guy the rasta guy slim guy na
kaga
Senaya the guy was good very good
baba shi tumi ngana
guy very good
baba shi so yebuga magana shi ga sabat advantage shi je togo aga shi buga motogo amma kashi diyan sa sabat advantage na buga magana
wow
kaga ni it's normal ka banda muka ga look we should build the team based on wanda yayya wanda za su kai mu gaba ba wanda ba friends and family ba aka ba faru ka interest mu ba we should do it in the interest of the nation.
All right, but it's one guy
Malam Fari, anything about sports is Oroya. So that's why Gagabashi enough time to explain things to us. The whole thing, our problem in Ghana here is favoritism. Player na dole akmachi player na bugawani. Dole akmachi player na bugawani. Wanga the player na. Bisa mu ya buga ba anje World Cup at least he said the kanshi. That's the motive. Oh, me do ko na unko ton. You to anytime they play, you try and do something.
They know that.
They know.
Black
the coach.
They will use the platform just to sell their.
The coach can be better or will be better. There is no way you can say Black Star is no good. That's the only team I support. I'm telling you. But the Nigeria from here now, the next day after the match, Nigeria SYZ. Need the water minister NDC, former minister NDC.
No.
The woman who's contest for the National Women Organizer. I've forgotten the name. What I don't know. I met her there. It's like I was in my Black Star. They say, hey, we've lost and you are still in the Black Star. I say, yes. That's the only team I support. I support Black Star no matter what. And my coach will be good or can be good in the Ambashi. Free will of doing. Because first match is she. But she qualified the Super Bowl. But she qualified World Cup in the Super. My friendly matches, I have for no about 2, 3, 4 friendly matches. They are in. It's her first match. She doesn't come on. No. Came in the book of Beiba. The second match, she's a kitchen. First match, don't win. But they give in the book of the first half, Mukazo. They attack kitchen players in Kagan give me Yasaki. She book for a good game. So everything about Black Star is about the interference. Ni player na kigabare buga favoritism. Na so one go. It's like that's what is killing us. Like Black Star we can build a solid team. The way we say kafamu. Do baba as soon as yaro mun baba man go bomb from nowhere bomb. Work out in F2.
Baba man is doing well where he's playing. Maybe
it's not about where he's playing. Yeah. African play the foreign play difference na chicken. African play, the foreign play different. The foreign play, we could not together, always training together, doing things together. But how many months have they known themselves before playing this World Cup? How many months? You have to training. You have to book a friend match. You come by team. You book a team. You want to see 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. The highest one got 1 month, 1.5 months. As well as I want to training would be
the problem is so the interference that he.
Well, then the problem. That's the main problem with Black Star. Go on as some players. You book a one. Do you have some? That one the day some share some percentages. Go player na in the cow she is neither couldn't Najim buy some so. Do not you want appearance fee 100,000 Ghana cedis. 110 billion each player now couldn't you but couldn't was somebody. So if a manager or somebody is managing a player, totally act my chief fix it some buga. I can first even appearance in the some money 4 billion to have some kudi I. So now do allowances, I wouldn't allowance, I wouldn't bonus. So yeah now that is there now. The Minister of Sports will come and tell us how much we spent.
$100,000.
Yes,
qualified. I'm going to qualify about $13.5 million.
That's from FIFA.
From FIFA.
No, I'm talking about what the players are earning. Yeah.
And then you can have $11,500.
Yeah.
It's about competition. It's about what's happening.
Ask for some cash out.
So some cash out.
How many players book about you?
she na atizigi be azoba na nka wo shi amatizigi akomo back but na be ko mo refrain but you shine atizigi and the
no atizigi the thing is that when they stumble they have to come atizigi is another level.
Yes,
atizigi senior goalkeeper ne senior ne
match muda
Malam very well lada bado shiba he come more than 4
in other way for Bakaga Benjamin side na then the Kagan players the special keepers Malam very can keep on keeper
lucky
Kagan during has a folk time the year 2000 the African Cup na akoni keeper mugula so na Bendida Benita Damakina Bendida then as keep ball base work muna buga match Agani, it's a Muna start the she qualifies in Champions League now. Agani, Muka qualify Muka Kari, she will cow some energy, is will come good stages.
But not
top matches in Muduka.
I guess it, you see, but you also have to look at this thing. Come on back. Against Panama, I mean, there's a ball you can keep on day one. Mumbu de Katam.
Yes.
Kagaba, football these days, the end of football ki work.
Yeah.
Once nka budi kana bugu. Anya da ka bi ball be zuwa kanka ne. You don't lose possession.
Okay.
But nka budi kana buga direct. Me shi aka bi ball ya samu counter ball ya zo kanka. So nka do first game against Panama, mun bude kadan, mun defend ba mun bude kadan. So definitely ball ya zo kan goalkeeper.
That was the second half.
Second game against England, Munkule some.
Yeah.
In fact, we played the entire first half without a shot.
A single shot.
Semanyo Yabuga 22 minutes without touching the ball.
Go on the match 70. Yes,
Kagani. Aha. So in that game, ball beje can goalkeeper too much, but because the defenders were defending very, very narrow, and they were defending deep. But third game now, third game in the third game, we open third game Bude Colombia right from the word go. Mumam Kapara attack.
Yes, exactly.
The first shot of the game came from Black Stars.
Yes.
Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
Mumu Kapara attack. So we open. So in such games, you'd expect that the goalkeeper pressure Azukanshi, but he was up to the task.
Back at church was back at church player based on only tournaments. You look at the previous matches never got the qualifications. Benjamin aside, in a skipo to qualify him. Ball is wakanshi. Most parts of the book qualify skipo to. If you go hearts of folk,
I'm also saying that.
I
get that, but I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that. We also have to look at the tactics.
Yes,
the coach used. Say that Chesan in a narrow to the tactics. Come on back against Panama. Muduka Munduba ball now. Black Stars in the first half were defending deep.
Yes,
so when we're defending deep in the first half, there were instances that Muka bude chiki, Muka attack and so do the counter attack. Sankadu Batizi Gijinchi with the first half.
But
counter attack Sukazu, ball Yazu, Yajichu, Karianiki, good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wanted 2 saves before a Jijichu now. Look at counter attack.
Aha. It talks to the defenders. I'm at the game ball deal until the skin pool. Aside your command defenders in so she get put to tell you about the England at that him when you do head ball skin pool. Aside your command skin pool, it is skin pool. It's an inner cake skin pool and I say no.
Has supporters.
I know. But I don't blame.
I know.
Don't blame. I know. It's not blame on the sketch work. I'm away with them. No, I blame them. Go with the lucky skip.
No, if you say that, it means we are kind of magana kan emotions. Ni baka magana da the statistics.
The reality.
The statistics da muyi magana.
Yeah.
Atizigi ai more safe than Benjamin Aside. And all of them anchi guda aka ci won guda.
The incident that all na Atizigi akama 1.5 match.
Yes.
Kagani. So you go draw half. So you lose 1. So Benjamin Aside come 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5. You win half. Kagani. So you lose guda. You go draw guda full.
So I change. She at the gym. I could carry my feet Benjamin in terms of the because Colombia. If you look at the game, Mood of Colombia, he did so well. There was this ball, the FT header, the FT. I mean, world class saves. And I believe that even after the World Cup, Nda got the saves. World class saves the book. But there's another ball. I think in the second half. Those two saves. One of the best saves. So far in the tournament. One of them. Yeah, some of the best saves of the tournament. So even at the point, now ya clear ball in skin pole. Shena kama kaina. Shena ga referee ya haka. Ya duba hannun shi. Ya duba ko ya wanga phone ya vibrate. Goal line technology. Shena ga ana buga. So da aka buga replay na ga ball be kusa da line ba. Ya fice ball da. So wow. Then that was up to that time. I was asking myself, why didn't he start Asari? Why didn't he start Asari? Because Asari too much is in the book and he was solid. Why didn't he start Asari? So after that save, when coach, she has been the training ground.
After that, the man of Filipino number one in this position. She must maybe Tadichio and Lekiai. She don't take position. Regardless of Kokarina, Nkomo.
You are the number one. You are the number one. The moment it means
yes, answer.
I get it. All right. Dole name we fear Black Stars. Can buy a book of ball Saturday. We raise on a bamboo. All right, Buzo come but to flooding. Government here sent the Chiwa come on. That's a military scheme. I post flood recovery. As part of the recovery, acquiring areas in the Aka end mark. That's a demolition exercise. Yes, so Abarua Anyeshi, Yawuchi, Nafarkuki, no. Kuma an aji kudi 350 million Ghana cedis. One of that young Fanny, the 150 chiki, I wanga aiki, tukunang 200 million. Adokia Tim Makama Mutani da Abung Yashafa. And over the weekend, I watched TV, and there are a lot of people, politicians. The one guy with the Eklezu Yetabasu, depending on where you are actually located. Muduba, Tawani Anya Zambi, Nangaba, Abunde Farushi Karanjanga, don't muna chicken look at Chindamana, Anya Yaderi, Yo Gokumono, Mugaira Abuhaka. What's the wait for it? Now far the case, Adam.
Well, for the concerning flood in this very country has become a problem, not today. But not under only this government we've experienced this. It's about Musaki Halimu. Hala emu be the kill. Muda come Musabi no Muki be the kill. Excuse me to say, in the Zunga, Gidan John the man Mama Robish Gorimbo. But Gidan Minister the Ruish Gori. Moo with a good Mungano, the Muki cause problem, no Muno Gidajemo, Ruishga. It's this whole flood thing. Like the president wants to take serious wanga of it now. It's very good because Agwasu Ango Kuleda no the Kuniwaji. Water ways. And the car send the Gidan Kinga. At times we're gonna go it brought out on the municipal assemblies. The president has a secret government. So he has given you a little token of his powers. Just for you to also help him in any municipal you find yourself. So what do they do in helping? In Dr. Mahmoud Baumia's deep thinking, he thinks that let's get the drip machines to help us in the easiest way of maybe trying to mitigate pressures in the constituencies or electoral areas. Well, no, come ya muke inshi. Ka J ka samu problem ka J municipality ba duba ka engineer be duba fuskanka unless you put something on the table. Kowa so kudi. Everybody is working based of money, and at the end of the month, can kudi. How come Nila Zebanda for a whole drip director, national director, can resign after 1.5 years?
But where did you contest?
If you want to, then he should do it that directly. He should not say there was problem there when I only couldn't that much. Yes, but when you couldn't the MPP match I use I want to she be got busy couldn't the kill when after 1.5 years can take over office. One office was a new office.
That's not the reason why.
Oh no, it's part of his reasons. It's part of his not
only highlighting problems in the one institution can face. But he didn't say
you cannot, because that very institution is a new institution. Who held that office? The drip is one office worker appointed other MPP. Worker appointed when CK held. You go hold one office and then take over. But one we didn't see somebody like that.
We ang aji kudin da aka aji amba municipal assemblies. Municipal assemblies akwai wa'anda is it the works department su drip machines in ake wurin an babba su yi aiki da shi. It is not about a government. He's talking about technocrats in the school kudi da aka saka musu su yi aiki da shi ba su yi aiki da shi ba saying that kudi.
So as you the director na kazo na kafari whether previous or now when I hear about it. That's why you are there to direct things.
What made they hear about it?
Made they hear about it. So you just sit and look for the first 1.5 years.
No, made they hear about it. So let us look
Madam
at what
Fari,
we can do.
you being here as the host, you are not just a host. You have a role to play in the work you are doing. So if something is going on, you don't have anything to do about it. If maybe let's assume no, these are the problems we are facing. So let's go here or let's go there. So you being here as a director, what is your use? Yes, in Karfi Africa Finka. Kaurai, Kajaka Manyanka. Oh, Manyamu, I can get his work.
Lament.
No, you don't have to. As a leader, as a leader, if you are taking a responsibility, if like let's assume you went there and there was juicy something over there, will you complain?
The dismissment did not come through him. I mean, as at the time you just said it, come on, look at Sheba cover office in Shinamba. The office is a novelty.
Yeah.
You know that bash.
Yes.
The government engaged soon as soon I had the uncle being as someone that she did coordinate. She aka doku coordinator aka zo aka aji. She was not budget number wurin shi zuba. Yana report to mutanen Ghana. Kudi aka ya taba shigowa ai aiki da shi. Amma kudin ban san yanda kudin aka na rasa yanda suka ci kudin. Does that give him the mandate to investigate?
Malabari, so is Neil and Devon the point telling us Babashi budget by under 1.5 years, Babashi budget by aiki da shi ba yuma. Babashi wani kudi aiki da shi ba
because
because
you have accounted for what he has been given.
Fine, whatever you claim, you can investigate or you can audit. So bagai auditing back to get the root of the whole startup na. Kaina kan aka baka na ya ka use shi. Because each and every district has a district drip director. The hierarchy karkashi suke wannan aiki. Under the engineer as well engineering so the engineering side one already.
So aiki drip na yana cikin the silting of gutters.
Yes. Let's assume some gutters are choked and the machines are there. What are you using them for?
Different from the garage project.
No, different. When I said the drip now is with us. Garage now is very broad. Garage, you're very broad. And drip now is just at the municipal. So you the assembly member you have to go there and lobby. Maybe there are some few gutters here which are soaked. So what's the problem? Maybe we need diesel and how to sort the driver out. So these are the things that we need. Fine. Let's assume the district office director don't have money. And tenants and landlords within the community, if they are willing to support. And Ghanaians can do that. We have rich men in the communities. Let me take this area, for example, race course. So the problem flat. And the last time I went there, the gutters were choked. So I asked them, why is the assemblyman here? Because he is your representative at the municipal. He is representing you. You voted for him. So why is he? And it's like you should go and lobby for the drip, whatever, the bulldozer, I don't know how to call it. The one that they can use to, at least, open the gutters up. And I was like, excavator, thank you. Excavator now, they're supposed to use straight to the gutter. The rain fall again, that's that you tell you.
I can make a chai by create flooding.
Oh, what was the last? They say, excuse my word, but I want to use it. If you want the most useless people, there are some men on this country. John Dramani Mahama is excellent. No, kuna gajia, ba bianku. It's ambaku allowance. Kuna munda kabaso allowance wa aiki kura. Take a look at like to do kaji off.
Do you blame them or the assembly itself? Because
I blame the assembly. The district
are working with the assembly. So each assembly has a municipal chief.
The municipal is there. You are the assembly member in the electoral area. If you have problems, he cannot rectify it. You are going to.
But who supervises them? The municipal assembly and the head supervise them. They have a presiding member. I mean, systems is just like the parliament where you have a speaker. Where
exactly.
So the presiding member, she the speaker. So Anazua meeting the scale. Anazua meeting the scale. There's a coordinating director. Sometimes the municipal chief executive officer. So the assembly implements Abu Bondo Skills of this governance meeting. So one municipal chief executive, Shigaga assembly members in Kabasu, IK and
you have to beat them.
You are supposed to be able to.
That's why I'm pushing the blame on the municipal. That's my statement here.
So the assembly is under the municipal.
Yes. So Mbasu Kokari Kona Bonazua Wayward. You are the one they will call for because you are the head, final head. Don't and that's one of the Yasuna she was the head PM PM. So the PM they can lead in so it's because of meetings. One of us can discuss. Come where a problem in electoral area and she. Let's discuss what are the problems, challenges you are going through. Well, no one here is sanitation, no one here is drainage, no one here is desilting. Sir, bring these problems on board. Let's discuss it. He says, I can remember. You see, excuse me, wait. It's an in those days I can tell I found the baby book because there are people now book no problems. I tell you, Yarum Gomune, Yarum Gomune, just come back. Ya je no we say na wana bu sha be muku aiki don ka je ko wana lobby abin just electoral area shi. How can you express yourself? Maybe let's assume that very meeting ba Hausa ko ba Ananchi, so you're going to speak English. In this context you cannot express yourself, so whatever
English marking
whatever is due to your electoral area you will not get. You see, we are learning from the top. So I always thank you, man, Mahama. Come on, no, Yaranga Gajia, but we pass with one a token. Not a salary, allowance.
So, beyond interventions in government, the government, because we know that most of these interventions are in storm drains.
Yeah.
For instance, the Odo basin, wouldn't carga manya excavators. Suna kwashiwa.
What then?
Chikuma kana nonguto chinonkuma ana. Because one thing I've realized is that kasa nanda kizwe ya chika chikimbo bonguta na ena futuwa kana nonguto chinan.
Malam Vari, the whole thing is one ana ba bigger contracts ni ba municipal ki ba one contract ba.
I get it.
Kama ake hanya ana the highways the ki ba hanya highways contract. Thank you, feeder roads. So between roads in that kiba, only short ones, a grade one gas, looks in. So this the same applies to this very thing. So different people
making them more trouble.
Let's assume the government is not having money to start something for you. The municipal, at least those roads which are rough, like when the municipal came initially, like the municipal Kwabenya.
That's the most useless municipal assembly. That's my area.
Yeah,
it's very useless. All our roads are not good.
So
all our roads are luckily for us, there are a lot of media people who stay around those areas. So not today. Magana kai. Kaga no inda nayi magana kai na. The next day kaga an gyara wurin.
It's a matter of body. That's our problem.
Ashoma, school Ashoma, Amadia, Akwani Bridge. Ban sani ba ko an bisa turun ba ta hanya. Anya na shi kullum bai da kyau. Duba kuma suna wucewa wurin major road ne. Ana wuci wannan hanya da aka bi ka je Abokobi, ka je Pantine. Kaje Ablaje anya na link to kai ka biuri ma ka je wa Yarefa baka son ka bina kai ka biya ka zagaya ka biurin ka je wa Yarefa ka je ka bula teman ka bula wa Yarefa anya nan duba da safe muka tashi da mu zo gida ka gan traffic dogo ka ce wani go slow ne duba road don bridge na kan bridge na portal na ko lori kai wurin shi amount shi ban traffic na ya wuce older showman da sha blaje ba ruwan su kai muka da na zo na kara no the next day kaga an jan zuba an grade kuma no ba traffic
therefore must check abeg you cause traffic
no
dem na start su gari kwamba wurin na ni problem
kaga problem nan ne ruwan na ya cika ruwan na ya cika she become bridge na no she kawo potholes na da ya kamace da ya cika ya kawo potholes abin da ke min ciwo wurin ne ba gravel pit a kranga inda ake zuwa ana kwasan gravel ana yin filling rabin shi wurin yake that enclave a showman boy area a common wurin nan akwai kasa tudu na wurin har ake zuwa ana kwasan kasar nan duka na cikin assembly ku manya lori kan ga duka wurin suke zuwa ba ku ba ku kuce kasar nan kuma tax masu motoci ne zo su ku ke bin kai ku kira ba
Malavari Gagan, this all boards up to the municipal now. Everybody is thinking about his pocket, not the country. Because if you the head of the municipal, you know this is your problem. Alberta Timba Omia, Monsamu drip machines to make it easier for you. Not about just grade.
Sooner aiki da shi ne.
It's a Malavari, this very flat site.
Kaman kana da wani site haka kana son a grade maka. Kaje municipal kaje
gaskiya
wannan hiya su ya fi a ga grade ai
gaskiya Malavari yasa we should not blame the government. We are the cost of all this. Ka gani wanga Amotiri road wannan asunan shi plastic waste da aka yi wurin nan ya zama white ghost. It's not working. And dump wanga na wurin te and ask yourself wani ciwo ne kawo kuma.
That's
Motiri Road.
Old Fadama.
No. Yes, Old Fadama. Motiri Road.
Yeah.
Kaka wani plastic waste wanga with machines. And now we got off from the throne. Now when find wanga that they just to recycle the plastic.
It's a contract issue.
Yes, it's a Yancy, just more white ghost. So now the bottles they are finding, they can do back over to the
Yanzuba, Masu Ghana.
Well, we have a problem.
Abubuyan.
Yeah.
Abubuya Masu Kwasan Sharon. Suka kwashi sharar na yanzu haka kaga su suna yawo suna neman inda za su zuba gaba da ga ya kai wuri kamar ligon haka ya duba left ya duba right ba ko shi shiga ciki shi je zuba shi sa ruwan na yazo shi kwaso sharan shi shigo da shi cikin abinda suke yi kenan
is apart from even the flood alone apart from the flood in the next by September, October, November, cholera, the other diseases because flood na yakwa chikomi that's get the chikoyi now. It's we should expect that now after this very flood. We need any blame them about municipals and with the assemblymen you should put them in work or put them in check because assemblymen kuna meeting when yake dachi wa kakao problem within PM. Say PM point ba municipal chief executive. Come on, meet hakanga electoral area nga problems ke ga wanga kuma say aduba how to solve it. So what are the assembly members doing? So we should know that now that the president is supporting the assembly members, we should put the right people in front of us. Not just we know him. Somebody who can fight for us. Somebody who can express himself. Somebody who can read the right. At least where we are heading towards. Move to keep all this now. All this like a community man the kill. That's beyond that. That's what I can say about it.
All right.
So, Malafari, na take Magana Saddam, Kagan, Kadan, Batushani, we are the problems.
No.
Wanga Kulu, Nina, they are Kulu. Look, Kagan, NPP, the NDC, Mbasu take stand common issue. At least co-Americans, Democrats and Republicans.
According to
Ama NDC the MPP
and a politicization. That's this morning I talked about it.
Look, on certain issue, NDC the MPP have to come on the same platform.
As for this matter, about political point now.
Exactly.
The issues of flooding, about political point.
They mean flooding since 50 so.
Yes. There's a video. I'll share it. I'll share the video right now. Look at Chin Rollins. Look at Chin Rollins. There's actually a video that I have. Look at Chin Rollins. The Akai flooding like that in Accra. Look at Chin Rollins. I'll share it. I'll share it with our viewers right now.
Before to MPP Bani, before to NDC, so risky. Amani. Some politics that are being young more relax. Kasa mu muna abin propaganda ba mu saka ma idan da dai na MPP a zama radio ce NDC a zama radio ce NDC ka gani so on certain things akanga they have to come round ka gani so budin ga no so ka bamba do ka ga NDC ke demolish no nazo ko ni nazo inda ka gina kana demolish NDC ko ce ma mutane do kaga MPP ke yi ko ni nazo abin da zan yi domin inda kake
and that's one thing vice president former vice Bamu yayi we didn't yaje yawo we didn't but ya she magana yace wan ba politics bane one national issue ne wallahi wannan magana ya ban na wangan
exactly kaga amma the other MPP complicated a cikin kaman ba shi yana tafiya cikin ruwa jama'a na cikin iska Agani, which is wrong.
They are doing it because lokacin ku kuma kun yi politics da shi. Akwai wasu ma da suka yi fushi da suka ce don me sa ka je kana yi da lokacin NDC abin ya faru su yi politics da shi. I've shared the video with you.
Assuming let's take it. But the truth is I'm punished NDC more. That's the MPP. I'm an MPP way. Supposed to politicize. Assuming that I've been before a court number. Yeah, for June 3rd, 2015. And that's about the power NDC. I could punish NDC power. Go back a bit. Some of the one is part of the reason why I could
NDC lost
election. Okay, MPP Sunzo for 8 good years. Mesukai. So my power. Muzo Bagachi Mura face the same problem. So in that take for the angle na Munda de.
Let's do a video.
Let's put all the blame aside.
So you can put it on us. He's continue. Well, look at Jim Rollins.
Let's put all
I think this one 1995.
95 now. Again, which means the next year's 96 election. Again, which is Rollins has 7 years. Come Moliki now. Okay, one gap. Again,
can I get in the GK one?
Yes, okay. Yes, I love it. Again, okay. The one get Farunga. MPP
Kusua Mutani the Skomutu.
MPP Bosuzo Power. Aka fanta me suka present let's go after smart and this was why me suka yi and you okay young go
so it's not about Babatum MPP NDC
but to lack of discipline to the citizens
it ain't about citizens that's where I disagree with you the politician kamamba kowani kasa mutum ne mutum duka dabba ne abin da ya bar mutum yayi bambanta da dabba shine mutum na da hankali kaida na nan da mutum ke yake govern mutum ka gane magana na sai zan wani yazo ya ce min kaman the citizens are indisciplined there are laws in this country that can deal with indisciplined citizens hukumomi da aka ajiye na gwamnati su yi aiki a jakunnin waɗanda suka zama indisciplined citizens ya hukumomin ke aiki ta haka ne muke magana muka bi da shi kan assembly
abin da ce ba
na'am
it's against the citizens. Yanzu ka dubo su ake suffer.
Definitely citizens.
Exactly. So kuyi san kali kuma na muna ngom malafai ina so ni ngwana ni da kiri ko ngom da.
Kai kana zuba shara. No kai kana zuba shara. Kai kana no na tambaye kai personally. That's see that's the point where you cannot blame the citizens because ngache the citizens are indisciplined. Yes. Horoya bezuba sharaguta. So Horoya is not discipline. It's not indiscipline.
Okay, that's why.
Me nazwa. Me malam fari. Don't zuba sharaguta. Me, I'm not indisciplined. Nazwa. Kaman dai sata ne. Yo da safe ga one paper. We Momo vendor kills robber at Lashibi. Kariyaniki.
Kamar na Saturday nan kenan.
Nazwa. Kariyaniki. Mu duka wani lokaci na kai jikinmu na ya kama muna bukatan kudi. Don me sa ba mu dokan bindiga mu je mu ce mu da mu yi sata. Don me sa don mun san kaman ko muna so mu yi muka je muka yi an ya kama mu doka ya ja kunni mu. Shi yasa ba mu ji. Shi wanda ke so ya je yayi nan da bai yi nan ba abin da yasa bai yi ne ba ya san ya je yayi doka ya kama shi. So point da nake yi ne ba. In every society there is a tendency for people to be indisciplined. Yau ka tashi lokacin sallah ya kai me yake ban gaban kai fadi ka tashi ka je kai sallah domin ka san Allah ya kama kan ba kai sallah ba domin ka'ida shine sallan nan dole ne yi ko ba haka ba aha to amma ka san kaman Allah bai kama ka Allah yana dai gayawa ne in kai ba kai ba bai kama ka ka je kai ba ka yi so the point I'm making is that mutum duka has a tendency to misbehave. Shi yasa ake da doka. That's the bambanci tsakanin mutum da dabba. Mutum ya san kamar yana da na yi wan laifi ne, na yi wan ba laifi ba. That's the conscience. And conscience na abin da ke create conscience shine law, doka, ka'ida. Don doka shi ne gwada maka kamar wan ba daidai ba ne, wan daidai ne. In kai wan gajen kunni da baka, in kai wan gajen kunni da baka. Hukumomin nan da aka doke su aka kafa su, the technocrats. Usually I don't even want to talk about the politicians. The technocrats. But you see, you cannot take away the politicians because at the end of the day, politicians na suke kafa dokan. When you go to the parliament, politicians ke kafa doka. Su kuma ne suke na on the front line. Yezo wurin what? Wurin implementation. So ni da nake duba ne ya kamace a tashi, we should take the bull by the horn. Mu think beyond politics. The politicians should also start thinking beyond politics. Oh, waɗanda sun yi gini bakin anya na je na taba su sun vote against party na shi yasa ban taba su. So I really like the angle you took initially, Kamamba. Both parties ya kamaci ku agree kan wani abu guda kan this matter is not politics. When it happens, irrespective of who is in power, ni ina opposition ban yin politics da shi. Na gama kaina da wanda ke gwamnati. We all fight against it so that Ghanaians will understand that. Yanzu batun flooding, encroachment, storm drains, encroachment, Ramsar site. Wannan nan kaje kai inda a ja kunninka ba wanda zai zo yi politics da shi balle ka samu ceto. I hope my point is very clear. Now, now,
amma mutane ka suka musu ina blame citizens kamin politician nan ya gani
now,
mu oroya ita ne kiso ka ba example no ina kuna bayina kuna kuke na ko ba ka ba ni na shigo as a politician na shigo kaman ba ko na zo na ni ma space bayina shi da jina occupy wani wurin da ku ga kaman ba an kai hadari yana affect ku sai ko zama sunu sai kuna dubana shi na zo na gina na kare sai hadari yazo ya kawo barna duka haka da beginning da nazo picture hauro ya nan ka ba mu da kai duwan ganci ta be kuyaya nan ga ke bari ruwa ke wucewa an kai hadari sai in kai gini nan kan nan problem ya zo inda kiya kukiya an ka zo zu an fara jimu a miki faruwa hauro ya wai shi ne kaza sai ya zo gina wata wai haka ido ya zo amma me ka ina ka zaman ga kai shirka na dubana na su ibali uro ne wallahi
domin kaga ba domin na yin tashi da kai sometimes I be bayan jin report institutions na shi su zo su zo
kaka yaga
no shi su zo maybe kai aboki na ne ban yin facing ka ina jin kunya idon ka amma na san ka ba na yin jin report sha zo a hana ka na jin report in kai ka je wurin ka nemi wani abu haka da ka ba su suka zo shi zo ce
ruwa su
ne duba shi da kyau mutumin kan nan shi no zai ga you see the reason why Ghanaians don't want to report
to in the proof of push ke ya baka report
so let it go back to the institution
no look the institution of kafi mutane nan ne haka unguwa aka tashi duwa security sun Ghana police guda yana mutane zai rika kamar musu a 12,000 ne ko na wani police law 12,000 police law 12,000 haka ne yasa ba su fi mu yawa ba in muka tasowa abin da ake yin South Africa na which mu ka ba mu support na abin da ake South Africa mu ba mu support na yan gano su tashi ai kan skit ba su da baya amma abin maza ma kenan o so ko ba ya control yasa in muka tashi kaman ba Allah baka yin gini na mu yan gwan mu da police da shi kafasa amma me ne ka duka mun shiru kamar ne ka ga ina soro malam fare kan bakin jini na kuma abin da malam fare ke yin wrong ni ba wai na rafi bane o amma na farke brother nan ne ta kana so mutu idan an barka ka zo ka gina sai mutu ko ba ka ba domin ni da ke ba rifiri sai ka zo ka aje mini bomb sai in shiru ni da malam faridi wallahi
okay
ya nan
so wani role institutions ya kamace su
institutions ko da
citizens planning department
wani role ne ka su ba da build payments kan wata way in suka bayar ku yan gonna ku kiya ka ku zo ka wai usiwa wani institution yanzu babban da mun kwamu ni Like you have to defend your area. Never to go with us in there. Like a woman institution where I
okay, so why akaba? It's not about the permit. It's not about the permit. And I give a what away. Supervise you. I'm back a permit. Can you come rua?
Yes.
But she needs citizen Natashi. Because Munsang, I Nazwa, Munsang, Anyon Rua Garinga, Kakagani. Yeah. But the kids come on Anyon Odonga, the Jikin Odo, Kokwama, Badumo Aji Odo, Muji Ramsa site, Sakumono. Munsang come on one Ramsa site in the Kamacha, I didn't Urimba. Yeah. Aji Urim, and preserve Urim. Yeah. Kuba Akaba. Wake the oversight responsibility come on. I can make sure come on doing the unpreserved wanga kasa and municipal ka ayi gini kai municipal wakida no beyond the municipal ba wani kuma da su kuma national suke they are national in character now so suna yawo suna duba so why are they not doing their work
because I'm doing work suna ku say that I'm site na ku say ya ke ko ku ba so I am not to muna say muna ga wani ko wani sai ta shi wani yazo wannan ke
currently Sakumono Ramsa site da yau she mu je ana kari gobe ana kari the central government is aware this is what's going on and there are people who are supposed to make sure that mutane bai kamaci su gini kai ba we've never heard tun lokacin wancan gwamnati wancan ba mu taba jin kaman waɗanda suka zamna suka yi injiyasanci wai ɗan shahain suka bar mutane suka yi gini wuri an kori wani aiki ba. The only thing we hear from politicians is that most citizens say kamaci mu tashi mu yake su kan akwai wanda aka ajiye su ana biyan su every month to make sure kaman that's not done because the issue of Sakumono and all other Ramsar sites that aka ajiye aka preserve ya karbi ruwan ambaliya in Accra kowa ya sani. So why is it that these things continue? The central government is not making sure that ba ko kori mutane aiki wani ya koyu lesson kai ba.
Ga citizens na kaga zuwa ka roya na zo wuri malam fari ka ba ni permit in gini sai aka demolish gini aka ga kaman ba no ginin na kan waterway ne almas wallahi kai ka court
na kai ma ka sani ai
wani
kai da ka zo da ka yi gini wurin an ce ma wurin Ramsar that's why when you are going to build you have to go to land
exactly
ka je kai set ka gane ka san wane ne
in the land shack line let's say me come na yin gini wuri na evidence land saban document which is land your course
but unfortunately most of them unfortunately most of them these people when you go and check they don't even have the permit they don't have any land documents from their lands because kasan da yaje yana gini kai dai Ramsar site ne ya zama government land.
Okay, da zama illegal ce. Illegal. Shi wanda ba yazo na gini na. Aka mashi.
Fine.
That is the law have to take course.
See
the law have to take course.
Comrade. Let's think beyond when they ke gini. Kaman misali na baka da su. Mutum duka dabba ne. Inda doka bai aiki mutum ya yi abin da ya ga dama. Sun ga kaman ba masu gini wurin nan. Sun ga kaman ba doka bai aiki wani irin doka bai ne bai aiki wanda aka ajiye su duba kaman kar wani ya zo ya gini nan su da kansu aikin su ba su yi and sun nan ba su wanda ba su yin aikin su yake bar mutane na zuwa su gini kan nan ni da kai bamu da iko kansu wanda ke da iko kansu su ne da central government currently as we speaking shugaban kasa ya ba da umurni yanzu ga kuma Ramsar site nan waɗanda suka yi gini kai da bai kamaci su yi gini kai nan ba duka wa'anda ya kamaci su hana su yi da ba su hana su yi nan ba duka kowa ya aje aiki why are we not hearing these things we don't hear them
the issue number government land government shi ka zo kana gini shi government ce land ka ni na wani shi ta fashe shi isa zu keken na wurin faruku na zo da karbi in ta tirin jin gini isa zu wuce bis na bi ya fi ni oro bi faruku inda ka bani land nan fa an zo an demolish you no government land ka bani
you are not getting me still see that one is at personal level with between wanda ya je sai kasa yana gini aka zo aka fasa da wanda ya sai kasa wurin shi kasan garin ga kuma mun san mostly ba gwamnati ke sayarwa ba sarakuna ne wannan tsakanin shi da sarkin ko langard ko wane da ya sai kasa tsakanin shi a bar musu magana da nake yi ne ba akwai wadanda kuma aka kafa hukuma aka ajiye suna su ne su prevent su protect wannan environment nan da ya zama na gwamnati aka ajiye aka preserve shi aka reserve shi for flood water ya zo ya zubo wurin akwai wanda aka ajiye su yi wannan aiki ba duk muka je muka yi kare na muka kare ba mu tambaya ku da aka ba ku aiki ku yi ku hana wadanga gini wuri wani aiki kuka yi na prevention balle ma hara ce an kore ku aiki a ji aikin ka wuce su sha a bar su sheri o kai kuma
kasa most of the mutane ba ka kore su sai ka transfer su they are technocrats
no ba kai ka kore
ba ka yawa
sai kai da ba a doka kan kai
majority wani sun ka kore su ma wala ba sai ka court ita sunna
kamar an aiki da aka baka kai baka yi ba shi yasa da
yana ba appointment most ba appointment ban irin ya aiki da su technocrats suna office suna anga Ghana ya suna su aiki na civil servants just as soon you give report to the civil servants the civil servants
but I don't think there is any system in the world where an duke ka aiki kai taka ka'idan aiki ba ya fite ka aiki like the teacher da yaje ya amfani da yariya ji sun revoke our gaisha he's also a civil servant and revoke so there is a possibility but we don't hear this
government
that's my problem
the government doesn't hear that but maybe the civil servants nan ka tsaki su suna yi most na suna aka kai reports kaga she sector minister na so ce kamar bai so shi in sector minister bai ko shi in sector minister bai so shi na yana kai shi back to the civil servants ni service so soon let's take action either su kore me shi or haka kuma irin wadannan institution na mind bai da too much kamar political position haka mu duka mu muna batu shani appointees amma irin wanda suke ba da premiums kana most of them are not political appointees they came from the civil service ka ajiye su
I get it but you see su dukan nan ba wanda ikon shi ya kai na shugaban kasa su duka da ya employees of the government na zuwa akwai kuma doka I don't know the particular law but I don't think we are living in a jungle akwai doka da aka kafa kowane aiki akwai terms of condition ya sunan shi dan ka taka an ya ce an sai kan wannan a yi mai a fi da kayaki an kuma duka yana kan performance duka kan performance yake kamar zamanan ga muna da editorial policy akwai abin da ban yayi ni head of programs ne nan akwai movies da ban yin shi
kowane department
an ban na san kamar malam fari movie ga ba show kan Baina TV saboda editorial policies ba mu sai zan kana duba Baina TV da je kaga ana movie ana shashan baki ana sassake jiki baka gani so ni na show wannan movie as head of programs nan general manager na da dama ta saya kan wannan either ta query na 1 2 3 in ban ji ba ana yi still ta saya kan wannan ta revoke appointment na it is possible and it is done everywhere including government sunan shi kaga ne magana na kaga wasu mu inda wasu mu bebi aye di aban ho yawo any say kullun ku politicians na you try to shoulder responsibilities that you are not supposed to shoulder.
That's the problem that you are facing.
You try to shoulder the blame. Yanzu aka shi technocrat an sa shi aikin da aka sa shi ya bar kai politician aikin kai maka sauki. Shi bai yin aiki, shi bi kasa yana karban bribe. In politician ya tashi because usually these demolitions are done from the central that's from the minister. Kaga minister ta tashi, sha je Ramsar site, ajana kare with military and all that. Chairman Takamamba, the Ramsar site is situated within a municipal or district assembly.
So what the municipal
district assembly officers that are just to protect Urina. When I kiss okay.
When I can give you that's
the point. Since the central government is moving there, then that's what. Then somebody is not doing his work. So that's somebody who is not doing his work. That's
my point. The lens of the journalist be kai fa e je ba ana transfer su
no ana ba mi
aga
ni ya ki
the minister kaga the ministers na ba su kore ka o kaga the politician head na be ku ka je ni kawai ba su mala fari cikin ministers na kuma so civil service
transfer kaga kuma da problem
kaga problem
aga mala fari I daddy I didn't want you to go deep like you are going. It's a conclude. Municipals none the problem. This very flat thing, municipals none. We are the major drainage system that the government take care of. But with the communities in municipals are the problem. Because what are municipals doing with the drip machines over there? Yazma white ghost and as we I say there is no money for diesel, there is no money for drivers, so machine as we got a chuk abari.
How can you be a municipal assembly in Greater Accra region? In Greater Accra, and you say you don't have money to run drip?
How possible? How possible? Recently, when
I take
John Dramani Mohammed the people he took care of were the municipals, their common fund or the get fund, whatever they call it. It came in box. What are they using it for? And what else can create around the constituency, go to the community, what else can so like you are saying, if you are in Greater Accra and you are complaining about money for diesel or something, you don't want to work. You are a lazy person. You don't want to work because gutters when they choke, the distillers in Dekmachi. Ask yourself in the government in Gazunga, how many municipals go by the distilling contracts? Babungani, man about the distilling contract. You are there to help the communities grow. As I need I fall within the assembly, the municipal. What are they doing to help our communities or our electoral areas? You see, they are the cause of this very whole thing. The main ones are there. At least, if you should handle your communities or your electoral areas, it will mitigate this extra flat. At least, but is well prepared or well working. Muhammad Awal, one delegate chicken Olengele. When I saw Duba Baina TV, somewhere last month, Yarasa Matashi, but in God, she the Safinga, Allergical Matashi, Alisatavuta. She's a very lovely one for Baina TV every morning. The day I went to her, I went to him. We go on the Safin the Matanam Duba Baina TV, Matanta Barishi, Allergical Mata, Alisatavuta, Alisaurif Matana. Mohammed Awal, Safian Gana Gaida, Koin and the Kaki. Kuma inshallah, go on the Kikusa the Kakafadi make my vote, Farouk Osman. Concerning the Saddam as the organizer of Okankwe Central, number two on the ballot. Number two on the ballot. Okankwe Mubu it's been a very tough. No, the main guy has traveled. Our former organizer is traveled. Tijani is traveled. So
it's a vacant position.
It's a vacant position we are all contesting. So it's about experience. And
you came from the organizing department.
Yes, from organizing. 2 times deputy behind 2 bosses. 2 times deputy organizer behind 2 bosses. So, Muna Maya Ogangwe Central Command, they should choose a hard working. Once we know this end time now, they will come and share money. They will come and manipulate with money and other influences. But you should know, you the delegates know better. I always tell them the delegates are wise now. It's not previous like you lead them with money and they will come to your side. So, that is kind of GD a best constituency. When you're not free constituency, you need a hard worker who can stand on the neck of the NDCs for us to get Okangwe Central back and our vote. We maximize our presidential vote. Inshallah, 2028, we are taking Horoya from the truth. And I will come
there. So, yeah, Okangwe, Magana. Inshallah. You have to organize the department on paper, as at now on paper. Can I almost have a 70% advantage? Again, maybe could you influence or come inshallah, be happy. You are doing a great job. Yes, so the position you are doing a great job. Nima inshallah Nagada is a situation to man Nagada Koa. One gets appealing both MPP and this look do understanding flooding Zokta. There should be one. They should not be giving advantage to the citizens. In fact, good for the citizens, the share and as well as can go out. The message at the end of the day, the couldn't blame you. I'm uncle would have attack the citizens and come on. No, I've been getting Mutuka come better. Yeah, could be one platform. Could address issue, the whole press conference, Kuzalanku. Back at number 1 lie, I've been a baby.
All right.
And then that's membership politics. yanzu an ka damu NDC o NDC ga kaman ba NPP na gain wani vote for sta wurin na ya lose guard shi ba ce okay shi ba abin da febe yi shi ba bar shi haka ni domin bai lose vote haka ni aka kuma in NPP yazo power in yana yi NDC ba ce ni ma ba ka mini ba ni mun ba mu so ko ina gaskiya so NPP da NDC garin nan ina tsanin ku ya fi ku ba bubu ya kyau kan wani issue America kaje suna da national plan energy Democrat na magana su daban magana amma in yazo kan wani issue wala bakin su kuda bakin su kuda so why can't we do that but you say discipline school da kace discipline school kaga ba komi za mu koyo wurin tura wannan ba especially in zo discipline mu an discipline sa mu kai straight aga na ma yanzu wani law as well human rights law daga discipline biyan ka buga yaro
malam far ya kamaci wannan abu ya zo back next week we go deep into this abin da dusu sai da kyau to yaran mu na batawa no yaran mu na batawa kaga yaro na ba ta woni don bai mai bulala don mai no this thing mu ba kace mu malam far wallahi mu muna waya ne waya da bundi shanu waya ka muna wallahi kai kankani in ba ka je ba an kawo ka tun gida nan lokaci yaran su samu shi fala kwarai
mu dasa aya kan shirin Tsarin Safiya da muka kawo muku da safin ga sunana Malam Fari.